Hey everybody, Movie Fan Z here. So I just got finished watching The Eternals, which is the 2021 MCU movie, and it's one that I actually hadn't seen before. So I'm trying to get this plot right in a way. So the Eternals are this group sent by the Celestials to Earth to help protect the humans against the villainous deviants. And they've lived on Earth for thousands of years and are called back to action when these deviants return. And then there's more you find out later on. So, this is a movie that I hadn't heard a lot of great things about. I heard at times it was kind of boring and that it was too long and stuff like that. So I avoided watching it, but I decided, why not just watch it? It's almost like 2 hours, 40 minutes. So let's get into pros and cons. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Let's start with thumbs down. It is a little too long. And, hold on. The first negative is that there's too many Eternals. You're introduced to like 7 or 8 of them at once, and it's kind of hard to try to set them apart in a way. But it just like, if you would have introduced a couple at a time, it would have been better. There's just so much introducing. But the biggest negative I have with this movie is that it's a 2 hour and 30-minute movie, and already an hour in, you're just thrown so much stuff to know. And I feel like it doesn't work because it's just random information. I compare this kind of to 2 things. Guardians of the Galaxy for the first day. Like, that's another group that, like, if you're a big comic book person, you'll know about the Guardians of the Galaxy. Everybody else, you probably had never heard of them. But at least with that movie, you at least knew the story, and there's only 5 of them, and it's just like, it was so much easier to follow. And I compare this kind of to like Dune that came out last year, where I know it was only part 1, but they threw so much at you that at times you don't even realize what the story is. You're just thrown so much at once. But let's get to the positive. Oh, and I did forget to mention that this movie is directed by Chloe Zhao, who directed Nomadland. And again, you have a lot of people in this movie, like Kumail Nanjiani, but the 2 main people are Cersei, played by Gemma Chan, and Icarus, played by Richard Madden. Now let's get to the positives. Sorry, I backtracked a little. I think the look of the deviants is kind of cool, and I liked the powers of the Eternals. And once you kind of get the story, it's kind of an interesting story, but they just throw so much at you, like I said. So, time for ratings. The lowest is Rotten Tomatoes with a 47. Metacritic has it as a 52. And IMDb has it as a 6.3. Mine is closer to the IMDb one in terms of, I'm still going to give this about a 3.5. 3.25, 3.5, somewhere in that range. So 6.5 to 7 for me. But that is my review for 2021's Eternals. Come back next time for another review. This is Movie Fan Z signing off. Have a good night.